Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Handmade by Ying with Donna. Today is November the 25th, 2022, and it's 10 o'clock p.m. And I'm here tonight with two special guests, Sandra Kay, as well as the quilting queen, Miss Shelley. Ladies, thank you so much for joining me tonight as I wrap up the last of our lion project and see how far I can get on the piecing of it to just make this project come to life on its own. So Miss Courtney is out of town today with her family, and she'll round up on the back side of this as we see how both of ours has turned out in the end. So with all of that being said, I'd like to welcome all of my guests tonight and thank you guys for hopping in with us. Marina said hi. Yo, Patty G, good evening, and hello, Donna and Joe. Sandra Kay is telling everyone hello. Dahlia Short, hello, sweetheart, and welcome to the chat. Hey, Heather, the debt-free quilter. So as other ones begin to join in, I'll welcome them as I see them. So right now I have one last piece of this project, but I'd also like to talk about the 12 days of Quiltmas really quick before I move forward. In case anybody doesn't know, we're on week 2 of dropping the tidbits and spilling the tea on the 12 days of Quiltmas. What you need to do is sit back, relax, and wait on December the 1st for all these amazing videos to come out and roll out. With that being said, I'm going to give you the names of the ones that are involved in it. It's Tracy over at the Sewing Channel, Tiffany of Tiffany's Quilting Life, Kristen of I See Stars, April of April Stories, Becca, it's So Becca, Di of Sister Chicks, Ian, the off-kilter crafter, Chris at Sew the Distance, Fallon at So Be It Quilts, myself, Teresa Louise of I Quilt Too, and Tucker over at Tucker's Sewing and Quilting. We've got a fabulous lineup. Amazing projects are coming to life one stitch at a time. Now, how fabulous is that? So you're going to see little bits more all week long rolling out from, you get this firsthand view of all the ugliest fabric that each one of us could find that we could mail to each other. Now, how funny is that? And I'm telling you what, there's a couple really hideous ones, and mine takes, I claim the ugliest fabric, right? But right now we're going to do a poll as the weeks go, the week moves forward to see who really has the ugliest fabric. Not that there's a competition, but it's called bragging rights. Now, I hope to goodness I get those bragging rights. How cool is that going to be? So I'm going to slip back to the chat and welcome those that are latecomers. Kathleen, hello, sweetheart, and welcome. Linda Denton, thank you for joining me tonight. Sojourney Tracy, hello. June Hanson, sorry, I misspoke tonight. Welcome to the chat. Guess Who Nancy, hello, everyone. Desiree Hart, 3114, hello. And make sure I have not missed anyone. Katie D. Crafts, hello, sweetheart. So my chat's all caught up, and throughout the evening, I've asked Sandra Kay and Shelley to kind of monitor the chat so that I can streamline what I'm doing. If there's something comes up, they're going to just read it out loud. You guys feel free to talk amongst yourselves, and I welcome that in my groups. Mary Jane Ellinger, hello, and Paula Hooping Gardner, hello. So I hope everybody had a fabulous Thanksgiving. I know we ate till our little hearts were content and overflowing, and there was plenty of food to go around for all. So with that being said, Shelley, what are you working on, doll?
I'm working on a memory quilt.
Now, is that not fun?
No.
You knew I was going to say that.
No.
For those of you that don't know, Shelley undertook doing not 1, not 2, 6 memory quilts, all before Christmas. I could sit here on my end and laugh because I didn't do it. And I love you, girl. But that was just cute. Around to it, Miss Shirley. Hello, sweetheart, and welcome. So, like I said, I'm on the last home stretch of this project, and I've got my last piece, number 107. I went out of line just a tidbit, and I've been sewing with the girls a little bit since I got back to town this evening, just sitting, chatting, catching up. And now we're working this last, I can't call it a block, last strip per se. And then I'll get all this pieced in and we'll see this project really come to life. So I'm going to line everything up. I'm trying to figure the best possible way. And I really thoroughly hope everyone had a fabulous holiday, whether you were celebrating it with family or friends, or whether you were home alone. We all have so much to be thankful for this holiday. With COVID, we're finally able to be with our family and friends again. And to us, it's been amazing. So right now I've just pressed in my bee and I'm going to move to my clementine fabric. And I'm going to trim this one off. Joe's going to be switching my camera a little bit tonight for me so that you can see this as I'm working it. The boys are on their way to bed and the oversized boy is passed out on the couch. Now that's priceless. No woman can blame a guy for stretching out after a long, hard day. So this is the clementine, and I really think this is vibrant. I like this.
That is pretty.
It's not a color I normally would have picked, but the pattern picked it, and I'm really liking it. And honestly, I thought there'd be a lot more waste than what there was, and there really isn't. And for this time around, since this is all new as the big project, I have overcut quite a bit, but on the next one, I'm going to show you a little trick that I've learned that we'll be able to use even less fabric than this. And I believe Courtney's going to do the same on her ends. And we're going to be pre-cutting some of it and showing you a different way of piecing it all together to where you'll have it pre-cut instead of trying to hold it up and gauge it. And that'll be something different that we're both learning on our end as well. So this is my jacked up cut. And since I have it really mucked up, I'm going to straighten this line, just taking the shaving off because I want that line to be straight where I'm cutting and lining it up. So I'm going to lay this flat and then I'm just going to lay this seam straight across it. I'm going to pinch it, move everything out of the way and slide it right under. And then just seam your line in. I go with the shortest stitch length. I'm doing a 1.5 because I want these really tight for when we come back together and pull all this paper off. It's going to be a paper pulling party. But this is going to show you everything from the beginning to the end, how we lined everything up, how we did the tracing, because I think it's the best way to show you every step of this project. How tied blocks, not naturally tied. I get to babysit, so exciting. Sandra, what are you doing? She's being my reader tonight.
Working on a 9 patch.
What girl doesn't like a good 9 patch? Fallon
Donna got me hooked on it.
Fallon over at So Be It Quilts designed this pattern to teach different ways that you can use up your scraps. And we all have those 2.5-inch blocks laying around handy. We cut them up so we don't lose our fabric. And she wrote this pattern. So I was talking to Sandra the other day, and it's one that I had done. And it's a fun one. You get to see all your scraps for the year come together in one quilt. And there's no waste to it. And it's just fun, mindless sewing. And it's beautiful when it comes together. Scrappy gives it a whole new meaning. But it's so pretty. So this is the last, this is all the fog I have left after doing this whole project. So I'd say their measurements are pretty stinking close. And I'm still sticking everything that I'm not using back into their bags. That way, as I do other projects, I might be able to use something from the stash. And I'll keep these in their bags, labeled and marked, and just use them up.
Hello, Beth. Goody Goods is here. She
Hey,
says
beautiful.
thumbs up,
How are
everybody.
you? I just love that girl with all my heart. She is such a sweetheart. God has really blessed this world with her. Beth, I hope you and the family had a fabulous day, honey. And right now I'm just putting away some scraps out of the way because I need my area as soon as I get this piece sewed in, that I'll be able to lay out the blocks and we can get this party started full force. And Beth, I can tell you right now, between you and Courtney, you girls have me hooked on this FPP. Hello, everyone. Hope you're all had a good Thanksgiving. So now I'm gonna put this little piece right here, and this is going to be our last piece that we're going to join in for this, and then we're going to just join this all together. We all had the stomach flu this week. It's okay. You can celebrate Thanksgiving any day. You have much to be thankful for this year, little one. So you just flip it over. I have not trimmed down any of it. And then I'm going to get the hot iron on it because I want it to adhere to the backing so that when I'm working with this, it's all going to stay nice and tight. And this freezer paper holds it down really well. So there's been no glue used in the making of this quilt. Sunday, we're going to get our grub on. See, if you'd have told me earlier, I'd have flown out for some turkey lurkey. So this is all pressed in. Everything's nice and tight. And now you just trim it in just like normal. Love your shirt. Thank you, sweetie. I greatly appreciate it. Something different. I've got leggings on that's collecting every bit of lengths.
Don't you love it?
So my washer and dryer dearly love it when I wear them. Everything gets hooked up in it. And I love the fact that we changed this table to the cutting mat. I'm telling you, it's a game changer. Joe said he had to. I cut through the fiberglass. I'll never live that one down.
It happens.
Absolutely. But I like this better. It works so much nicer.
I used to have one of those glide things. Your quilt would slide real easy. It slid out of place and I sewed right through it.
That sounds like me. I really would have done something like that.
So I don't have it anymore because I had to cut it out of it.
Oh, I bet.
I'll have to get another one.
Are the eyes going on tonight, Donna?
The eyes are on.
Oh, are they on? We
I
just
will
can't
be
see up
showing
there.
you in just a minute.
Okay.
I have to join one eye on the top section, but you'll get to see it. I did take my eyes apart because they were a little bit more spooky than I would have liked.
Did you make them blue?
I might have.
Ah,
I added 2 more shades of blue in mine.
okay. Because in the picture, it actually shows up a blue eye.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. Oh, here comes
My
another
twisted
one.
sisters in here. Yay!
Oh, no.
I've got 2 mimes sitting here. Froze.
You make them blue.
Hi, kids. Welcome. I love yous.
Hi.
Hello.
I see somebody flew in.
My arms are really tired.
I was gonna say, I bet your arms are really tired. You've heard that one a million times
Once or twice.
today.
Yeah.
So how you guys doing?
We're good.
Good.
We're only here for a minute. We just want to stop in and say hi. I think we're
Thank
gonna
you,
go.
baby.
We're gonna do some
Set
lace
up.
Taco Bell run.
Ooh, talk about. See, you don't take me to talk about when I'm down there. It's all about Ian. That's okay. I got the Starbucks.
He won't want that. It's fine.
So that's our thing.
There you go.
Yeah. You can
So
have
what
it.
time do you start tomorrow?
Sunday.
Oh, it's Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday. We'll be starting at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard. I'm getting used to the Eastern. That's
Okay.
9 a.m. Eastern.
Okay. Sounds like a party.
Nope.
He's not fallen out of the chair yet, so we're good.
So how do you like the new setup? Oh, well, that worked good for you guys.
He fell out of the chair on the live stream.
I don't even have words purposely. I
No.
must have missed that.
Yeah. It was probably about the time that you were starting to get set up.
Mhm.
So it's at like 1 minute 29.
You're not
One-
cutting
or
it out,
one-
right?
No, Becca made a clip of it.
I already
She's
made a clip.
So
Oh. He was just like, we're making, and then he just like literally slid like right off of the chair, and you just heard him go, whoop.
the chair is slick. I have pajama pants on. It's fine.
It's fine. It was funny. It was funny. So
I
anyway,
gotta go in and watch it. Are you just gonna do a short of it?
Yep.
I already did.
Yep. She
I
already did.
already
Sorry there.
already working on that. I got you.
Thank
So,
you, baby.
Anyway, I just wanted to say hi. We're gonna go do
Go
stuff,
feed. Go get your grub on.
Yep.
Mhm.
and then maybe play with the iPad and some Switch. Ooh, we got to play Animal Crossing.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Sounds like a fun night to be had by all.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys, for slipping over.
You're
Yeah. You
welcome.
guys have a good live.
We love you guys, and I'll see you Sunday.
The lion, how's it coming?
You want to see?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be putting the last pieces in and putting the final touches tonight, and it's done.
Okay, so dibs.
You maybe, if you love me enough.
I love Simba.
All I got to do is put these together and make the final assembly.
Donna.
I put this on, and this baby's done.
That's beautiful.
Oh,
It's
okay.
really good.
Do you like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're-
Gorgeous.
Can we call him Mufasa?
We'll call him whatever you want. You get to name this one.
Mufasa.
But I
Yeah.
had to pick the eyes out because the original eyes were a little too much.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah, so I changed the eye colors, and now I can handle it. I mean, it was like spooky. They didn't turn out the way that I would have liked, so I changed the eye colors.
Are you guys doing the lion too?
I'm not.
Shelly's not. Sandra Kay's going to join in for the elephant. I'm starting that first Friday in January.
Oh gosh. Did
Very
you
cool.
find your fabrics for that yet?
Yeah, buddy.
Can't wait to see what that looks like. Really excited. So
It's all going to be grunge,
okay. I could see
just
that.
like we talked.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
It's gonna look cool.
Absolute.
We'll let you get back to your live stream. We just want to say hi.
All right, baby girl. Ian,
Okay.
you guys have fun. Love you guys.
Bye.
Have a good
I'll see
night.
you Sunday. Now, how cool was that?
That was cool.
My
Nice
partners in
surprise.
crime. Thank you, Joe, for showing them.
You got a lot of wows and awesomes and fabulous on your
Oh.
lion.
Thank you. It's a lot of hard work, but it's coming together really pretty. So I'm putting away the stuff that I don't need, so I have a little more space as I lay this bugger out. And look what Joe got me today. I'm so excited.
Ah, love it.
I totally love it. I was like, he goes, honey, when you're having a really bad hair day, you don't have to do too much because it's like, life. So look, all I have to do is make sure that I'm all tucked in.
That's definitely you, Donna.
It is, isn't it? Totally loving it. I'm digging it. My granddaughter goes, Ying, that is you. So I'm liking it. Bad hair day to the max. I'm looking to see if Amy, do you like my hats? Delia saying it's perfect. Absolute. I love it. Even makes my face look a little thinner. Might have to wear it everywhere I go. All right. Now I got to pull the directions out and get this last piece in. So I want to move my iron because it's Julie Quilts. Thank you, baby. So with any good project, we always have to do the directions. I do have quite a stash of extra fabric left, but I'll be utilizing it moving forward into a couple others. So let me get all my numbers back in order because I did get out of order when I was making them because I was sitting chewing the fat with the girls and really not paying attention. I was just grabbing and sewing. So this way I can lay them out the way that they need to be.
And Courtney's in the chat with us.
Hello, Courtney.
Everybody's saying they're like your hat and hi's to Courtney.
Hello, Courtney. Okay, so we've got a ton of pieces to put together. Couple little scraps I'm just going to lay there because you never know in life when you're going to need them. So let me see, 104, 105, 106, 103, 102, 100. Okay, got them all in order. So let me see here. Which piece and where do I start now?
And Kelly's telling you, you can always use the leftovers for the backing.
I probably will and do something to tie it all together.
Just remake the eye part and put it right back in the middle of your backing.
Oh, how cool would that be? The
That
eye
part.
is watching you.
Yes.
I like that. Totally.
That's why my quilts take me forever because I come up with dumb things.
That's not a dumb thing. So I'm going to lay these on my lap, and as I'm laying this out, I'm just going to seam these straight in. But one little tidbit for those that haven't been watching is I go right to my seams and I join these in right here to make sure that everything lines up. I'd rather have my seams line up now than not when we get to the ends. And by doing that, everything seems to mesh straight in. I'll pull that pin out now that I'm there and just bring this seam straight in.
And Katie Crafts is saying use glow-in-the-dark fabrics for those eyes. I'm sure that's what she's saying.
Oh my goodness, that would have been cool.
On the back of the quilt, that would just make everybody go, huh?
It turned out so far. I'll let everybody be the judge when it's totally finished. The goal is, well, I know we finished it a little quicker than we thought, but Courtney and I've been sewing and chatting and just enjoying the process. And honestly, anybody that does one of these, it is really, really relaxing. And you get your little sew groups together and you sit and talk and just sew them in. So I tear out my seams. That way it's going to make it lay all that much flatter. And I'm going to finger press it out right now. And then I'm going to hit it with a little touch of heat just to make sure that I've got it good and flat. Because when I marry all these parts together, it needs to be as flat as possible or I'm not going to be a happy camper. And I have my scrap bin here, so trust me, I'm not throwing stuff on the floor. Trust me. Let me get this up here. Next piece is going to be 100. And it's going to come along this piece right here. And it's kind of like sewing backwards. Feels a little strange, but and back to the pin method. And Sandra, thank you so much, you and Shelley, for joining me tonight. I do appreciate the extra hands.
No problem. We enjoy it. At least
Yeah.
I do.
My 9 hours of sewing by myself this is way better.
Definitely.
Oh, bless you. I don't think any of us really like to sew alone, and it's always funner when you're sewing with friends.
That's right.
Sheila Gage came in and everybody's telling her hi.
Thank you. Hello, Sheila, and welcome. And once again, you're just going to, every piece that we join in, you're going to rip that paper right at the seam. And that is really, you wouldn't think it's an important part, but it really is one of the most important parts. Because it's going to make everything line up really good. And once you keep marrying seams together, you don't want to have to, when you're picking all this paper off, be in that seam digging it out. So finger press it in, and as you can see, it lined up. And before I give it more heat, I want to make sure that I'm lined up and my seam is flat. I find that I can get in a groove with FPP. That's how I am. I have thoroughly enjoyed this one. Thoroughly enjoyed it. So now I'm going to marry 101 and 102 together. So we got those, and we have to lay those out correctly, or they're not going to marry up right. Mary, don't you love it? We're having weddings. And if you don't line them up according to the pattern exactly, you're going to be having a fun date with Jack. And I'm telling you, he's not fun with FPP.
No, because you got the smaller stitches, the paper, you got everything.
You got a lot of ripping.
Oh, Kelly's seriously considering getting the wolf pattern.
Oh, please do. I'm telling you what, we're doing the elephant and the wolf. And you are welcome to come hang out and sew either and or both with us. That would be a blast.
I'll still be working on the elephant when they go to the wolf.
Oh, I don't think so, girl. Give yourself a little tiny bit of credit.
Let's say,
You got this.
okay,
If-
I got
As
that.
Beth says, if I can do it, anybody can. We believe in you, Donna. Heather, I love you, baby. Just finger press it down. And as you can see, everything's lining up really nice. Doesn't mean it will in the end, but right now it does. And it has that little point right there where it's all coming together. So right now you keep it belly down, and this piece is going to join right here. And I want to make sure that all my parts are still lined up. And I'm going to start at the far end corner. And as you can see, I'll go from left to right when I'm doing these corners. When I'm doing my smaller pieces, I'll start at the left. When I'm doing the larger ones where I'm marrying them together, I start at the right. And believe it or not, it really helps, and it keeps all your seams going at different angles so you don't get any puckers.
Okay. Desi Hart says, what's the next quilt? And you guys are doing. Been wanting to do one, just don't know which one to get. Love them all.
Which one?
Elephant is next, right?
Yes, ma'am. The elephant is next. And I have the link. If she would like the link for it, I can drop that in just a second. So you'll have it. So give me just a second.
And then Kelly wants to know about a timeline for the wolf, how for her to get that ready.
Okay, Kelly, I believe it's gonna be, elephant is gonna be about 8 weeks is what I've got figured on my timeline. And so that affords us the opportunity to get this one totally finished with quilting and all. So we'll be able to circle back and show the finished. Let me see, January, February, I would say March. End of February, first little bit of March. So let me grab my link for you and I'll drop that in. Kelly, do you have the other one? While I'm on my Amazon looking, I can also grab what you need as well. So let me go back into my orders. That way you're getting the correct link.
Kelly says March sounds perfect.
Yep, and we're also going to be doing a cheetah.
I love that cheetah.
That's going to be beautiful.
I'm definitely gonna do that one. Maybe that'll give me enough time to get past all these memory quilts.
Absolutely. Whoops, I don't like
Oh,
that.
bobbin one. Dang it.
Okay, they've got the elephant on sale today. Just letting you know.
Okay.
So let me get you that link. It's for $19.99 today.
So there
Oh,
might be hope.
I paid 26.
Yeah.
So that's a good sale. No, that's today.
Yeah, the bobbin one. I needed a break anyway.
they only have 11 left in stock.
Is that what they're saying?
Yeah.
And then I have the
Okay.
wolf as well.
Maybe they'll put the wolf on sale.
That's what I'm checking now. It's on sale until Monday. So let me drop that link as well.
That was, now I got a wine bobbins. That was my last pre-wound.
Okay, I think I've got everything caught up now.
Yep. You should have.
Maybe, maybe not. You never know. Okay,
Yep.
103. So let me see the direction I want 103 to go in. And it's really important that you watch the direction of how you're piecing them. If you look at the pattern from the back and you're lining your seam up in the center and your ends are meeting, then you know you're right. And then just give it a little pinch, or you can use the clips. I've been doing the pinch in it instead of the clips because it's one less thing I've got here on the table. But you do whatever works best for you in your space. And I'm reading a few things that as you're tearing out your paper on any FPP, be delicate, even though your seams are tight. And if you would see that you've got a little hole or you've not got it tight or something, right then's when you stop what you're doing and just go ahead and go over it and seal that up. You don't want to wait until the very end and then try to go back and hand sew it. So while you're doing it, tearing your paper, just go back right then and fix it, because you're going to be able to see that wee little line off or wee little seam out, whatever the case may be. And you continue to just rip it out of the seam. Press it down, flip it over, and this piece is in. So I'm going to press it down and make sure this one's flat.
Katie Crafts ordered the elephant. She's gonna see if she's brave to do it.
Well, we will be doing it, baby, the first Saturday. So this section is now all pieced in, and I'm going to lay it aside, and I'm going to move on to section 4. No, I'm not going to lay it aside. I laid it down too quick. So I've got to angle this the right angle, which is a must. And this is going to come right here to here. I want to make sure I've got my angle right. And it's really important you just follow each one and make sure that you've got it turned the right way. Up and down. No, I had it right. I'm right here. And it takes just a minute, but you want to get it in right the first time. And make sure that it doesn't shift on you, and just pinch it, hold it, clip it, whatever you need to do. And back to taking your little paper out. And just flip it and do the same thing all the way down.
Be right back.
All right, baby. Then press it flat, make sure it looks exactly like it's supposed to, and it does. It is so nice to walk away for a second. And just make sure you have it flat. And now I can lay it aside because I've got number 4 added on. Now I'm going to take number 5 to the bottom. That'll lay there, because you have to do it in the order they're telling you, or you're going to have it all jacked up. There's. Okay, now I can lay these out here for a little bit more space and get them in the right order. Number 8 has to be up at a peak. And then number 9 needs to go this way. So you just, before you sew these in, you make sure that they're matching the way that they need to. And just stick your pin and line them up, pull them tight, and repeat. And back to pulling your paper. You got to remember to do that each time, so I'll keep repeating it. Press it flat, and you can see where you're right here. You can tell you really lined it up right because you got your peak. Turn it back over. Now you're going to line up number 7 into number 8. We're going backwards on this little section because we're building it from the bottom up. And we line it right back up again. Make sure you're going really slow. You don't want these to get out of whack. And a couple more pieces and we'll get to join this up. I think I put too much heat on them. How's the cat quilt coming along, Amy? Oh, 80 pieces trimmed, and I'll earn them tomorrow working on my Christmas quilt for my cousin. That's cool.
Karen Brunette just came in and says, hi, Donna. Hi, everyone.
Hello, sweetheart, and welcome. Thank you for joining us. And this peak is lined up. So you know when they're doing that straight line, it's a good layout. Last one to join in, make sure we've got it lined up. And it's at the right angle. And you're not supposed to put pins in your mouth, just in case anybody ever asked you. Just saying, don't do as I do.
Yeah.
I do it all the time.
I do too. It's a bad habit.
Well, when your hands start going bad, you do what you can.
Yep. Want to make sure I'm lined up right on that seam. You go really slow if you know there's a nesting there. So while I'm sewing these last ones, I'll ask you guys a couple questions. Has anybody been watching the videos coming out about the 12 days of Quiltmas? And if you have, let me know what channels you've been watching it on, because I'm telling you, you're missing out if you haven't checked them out. And I gave the names of all the channels a little bit ago, but I'll do it one more time for those that's coming in late that hasn't heard or hasn't checked out some of these channels. We have Tracy over at the Sewing channel. These are the order that the videos for this 12 days of Quiltmas will come out. So Tracy at the Sewing channel is day 1. And she's got a lot of shorts and a lot of good information coming out. And she's hysterical with her videos. Then you got Tiffany over at Tiffany's Quilting Life. We've got Kristen at I See Stars. We have, I'm trying to lay this down so I don't get it confused while I'm talking. Chewing bubblegum and walking. Okay, we've got Tracy at the Sewing channel, Tiffany of Tiffany's Quilting Life, Kristen of I See Stars, April of April Stories, Becca, it's So Becca, Di of Sister Chicks, Ian the Off-Kilter Crafter, Chris at So Be It Quilts, So Becca, Fallon at So Be It Quilts, Chris at Sew the Distance, my channel, Teresa Louise, I Quilt Too, and Tucker. That's all 12 of us. So in your spare time between now and December the 1st, slip over to these channels, look at their shorts, look at their community tabs, look at the videos they're rolling out of all the teasers, all the tidbits, and all the little videos from the fabric that we've all sent each other. And in the end, there's a lot of goodness coming out. We're going to have people winning quilts. There's going to be secret words. There is just so much goodness. It's mind blowing. So you don't want to miss out. That's all I got. You don't want to miss out. So check them all out. And will I say it a million times tonight? Probably, because it means that much to me to have you all check out all these channels. And honestly, it's fun being a part of such a large collab with some really amazing people.
Some of them are so hilarious.
Do what?
Some of them are so hilarious.
I mean, Ian. I can't do Ian, but I'm going to try. He has on, what's the boy, Ralphie? If I'm saying it right, on the Christmas Story. He's doing one of these. He's got the full clothing on, looks like Ralphie to a T, and he's going like this in one of the videos. And I mean, he looks like the little boy that just got in trouble. And Tiffany's got some good stuff. Tucker just released one yesterday of his package being delivered with all the fab in it. And I don't think he was really happy with his delivery. He was ucking and oohing, and it's just funny to see, like, what I think's ugly, someone might think's cute.
Right.
Like, I thought Tucker's fabric was just beautiful, but that's my opinion. Ian's was off the chart amazing. Becca's cracked me up because hers reminded me of mine, where it was going to be a hard one to fool with. And everybody else's, I just kind of like them all. It's not something I would have picked, but it was easy to use. And we all come up with great ideas. And it's just going to be fun to see what each person made with what they were sent. So that'll be the last time, maybe, that I'll talk about it tonight. Maybe. We'll do, gotta go. I'll check out the 12 Days of Quiltmas group. Just check out all the channels. You won't be disappointed. And you have a good night, Kelly. Okay, I need number 5 at this end. This is where it's going to get interesting. So it's going to be at an angle. And then I've got to make sure that I have number 9 and number 7. So you know you're doing it right if you have 7 marrying 3 and 9 marrying 4. Isn't that crazy the way you got to talk? But then you know you've got it going in right. because I really don't like dates with Jack.
No, me either.
I know he's
Especially for
being my
FPP.
friend, but you know, there's times I just don't want him to come visit. And I'm honestly hate seeing this one come to an end because it's honestly been fun. And then making sure, like when you're peeking inside, you can see where your seams are going to be. And you just finger hold them until you can get them in. All right, Heather, I put my pins up. They won't be in my mouth for 5 more minutes. She goes, spit those pins out.
My grandma taught me that one.
With the pins?
Yes. She did the same thing.
God gave us a mouth for a reason, and I never knew it was going to be to hold pins. This is quite a big piece. It's quite a big piece. Heather's laughing. Yes, it does take time, and I just had to take a massive embroidery, and I'm learning and having fun. Cool. Trying to catch up on a little bit of the chat. Bad, Donna, bad. No, spit. Spit those out. She cracks me up. Who? She's feeling better. She will. Joe's saying you got to start singing that tune. You got to sing that tune. It's not like I can't talk and pull paper at the same time, right? Are you dating with Jack? Or pinning?
I'm pinning.
I was going to say, I was taking dibs on who was going to be Jacking tonight, you or me.
Well, if I have to take Jack out anymore on this quilt, I'm going to give up.
We didn't raise quitters.
Nope, I'll just start on a different one. I got plenty to do.
All right, let's see how this turned out. I really want to make sure my seams are all lined up, and they are. Give it a little bit of heat love, and then we're gonna join the last few sections.
Didn't get that pin quick enough.
Just like them really flat. All right. So let me move this out the way and get my derriere up, and we're gonna see what goes where. So let me see here. Gotta put my eyeball with my numbers. This is gonna be cool. Okay, so here's one. It's really important to line them up right. If you don't, like I said, Jack will be your friends. Thank you, babe. So let me get these pins out of here. Yeah, I have to lay this down, baby. Yeah. He's going, oh, you're going back down there. I've got to move this iron because I don't want the iron in. All right. So let me see. 125. 126, 126 is up here. And then now I've got 107 to 106. I know I'm talking to myself, right? But it'll be all right.
Did you answer yourself too?
Hey, I can do all kinds of crazy. All kinds, I tell you. 123. I just don't want to do this wrong, so give me just a second. 98. It's here, 126. All right, baby. Hold on. Sorry. Good night, baby girl. You could be a good girl. You used to be a good girl. Yes, good night. You've had a long day. All right, there you go. All right. Now, since I'm putting larger pieces together and I don't have a lot of hand space, I'm going to get some clips out for this. That way, Heather doesn't yell at me for pinning. You know how she is. Quite the yeller. And I just want all my junctions to line up. So at every intersection here, where there's going to be a little looseness or tightness, I want to make sure that I've got this in. Yes, I know. I've been practicing to get in my head. Amy, just take your time. There you go. All right. So now
We can barely hear you, Donna.
it's okay. Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was talking to myself for 2 seconds. I
Yeah,
wanted to make
that's
sure I
fine.
got my numbers right. And on this one here, I'm clipping every intersection because I don't want these to get all messed up. Just give it a little tug if it doesn't look right.
Delia says, good night, Donna, Shelley, Sandra, and everyone. Catch up all over the weekend. It's like,
All right, sweetheart, go get some rest. You've had a crazy week too, babe. Thank you for joining us. Get some rest.
All right.
And I'm getting all this paper picked off. And then we'll join this in. And we got 2 more large seams in this project. If it all goes together right, should be all finished, all but the paper picking. And we will circle back tomorrow evening while Courtney finishes getting her piece together, and I'll sit here and probably paper pick and read the chats. And then I'll see if there's anything that I've missed that I need to pay some attention to. But for tonight, the goal is to just go ahead and get it all pieced. And I have a meeting tomorrow, so we'll definitely 9 times out of 10 be getting a late start tomorrow night. But we will be on. So lay this aside. And anytime you're doing this, you really just got to watch your numbers. Make sure this little fella's eyes are not too creepy. Since we had the opportunity to fix them. And give it a little bit of heat, love, like I said.
Tighter.
And it's like the dance of all the pieces. So when you get your big pieces, you just need to lay them flat and figure out which angle the next piece will be going in, because you don't want to add it in wrong. I believe it's 49 into 60. But I want to lay this down and make sure that we're joining these right. So it's just a matter of figuring out which angle we're going to do this. So bear with me just a second, because this cannot get jacked up. 25, 29, 68. This eye is a little spooky looking. Still.
She's back, and
Hello.
Heather says, which is more fun, the dance is all the pieces or the dance of the sugar plum fairies?
Sugar plum fairies. Definitely a win. I just want to make sure that got the right piece in where it needs to be, because I don't like dates with Jack. And this has a Y seam, so. Sorry for the in and outs. Hi, I'm back. Babe, you've got a life outside of this tonight. You've got commitments and you're having fun with your mom.
Hopefully.
Yeah, she better be having fun. Tell me you're taking me to a casino. I'll be having fun.
Right.
Just gotta get this down on my lap and use the table. And definitely check everywhere on this because it's starting to get heavy as you're clipping them in, and make sure all your intersections line up, or you're going to be, like I said, Jack will be your friends. And as much as I like Jack, I don't like him on this.
Sheila's saying she can't hear Donna.
Joe, you have me down too low. They can't hear a word I'm saying. Hold on, baby. I'll find out what's going on. He's checking now.
It's like for us that are trying to follow, it's like, what is she doing?
Right, I get it.
Courtney says we just got done with the gambling and resting before we go to bed.
Well, that
And I
sounds like
also-
a plan.
And hanging out with her grandma.
That's the best memories ever. Now, when I'm doing a big seam, I go ahead and back tack it in. It's just what I do. The directions doesn't call for it, but it helps.
You
That way.
don't want it to come apart.
No, and I would rather just back tack it in right there and make sure I'm lined up right where I need to be.
Julie's quilts, Donna, will be doing elephant with you. My biggest concern is getting the right fabric. Could you think about a video sometime on how to choose the multiple fabrics? And Teresa McBrayer saying hi to Sandra K. For Julie, for those of us who are color challenged. And then Teresa says, hi, Donna.
Hi, sweetheart. Julie, did you order the pattern? That'll let me know. And then as soon as I get this joined in, I'll show you my color choices for the elephant to give you a little bit of an idea. Courtney does hers to whatever the family members' colors might be or whatever. I'm trying to stick with the colors, since I'm the lead on this, of the patterns as close to the original as what it can be. Now Sandra's doing hers scrappy, and I think that's going to be beautiful. And when we're done, my goal is to have everybody share their progress along the way. So we're showing that you don't have to waste a lot of money to do a project. And it's a fun way of just making something beautiful. And if someone would have told me a year ago I was going to enjoy FPP, I'd have thought they were batty. Because I was watching Beth and I was watching Courtney and reading a lot on it and stuff. And honestly, I was hooked the first time Beth talked me into doing just trying. And I did her Clifford pattern. And I honestly thought the thing looked special needs. But what she was right, give it time and let it all come together. And I'm telling you what, it was really pretty. And I really
she says she's gonna do great original.
That's what I'm doing. So I'll show you mine, my fabric choices. I wanted to come out pretty much as like the pattern, except for I'm not doing mine with the gold. That's the only thing different that I'm doing. I'm doing like a grungy blue, so to look like it's coming through a forest, like with the blue. I think that would, like the sunset or something. I don't know. We'll see. I've already changed my background color like 3 times. I do. I put it next to this one and I'm like, oh, which one do I want? But I wanted the elephant to look as natural and rustic as I could. And I'm going to do the matchstick quilting on all of these FPPs, strictly because I think it looks cool. And Courtney does really detailed long arming on hers, to where she gets into basically each block and squares them out however she trims them out, I'm saying, and they look beautiful. So I'm curious as to how everybody will be quilting theirs. I have a friend that's also doing the lion, and she's been working on hers probably about a month or so before us, and she's doing her finishing touches now, and she's doing her quilting herself on her domestic, and she's loving the way it's turning out. She's going one little space at a time, and she's like, I'm telling you, you don't need to throw it on the long arm. You need to just take your time and do one little space at a time. Well, mine's going on the long arm. I already know what I want to do with all of mine, so everybody will be doing them different and choosing their quilting and their backings. And I'm probably gonna cut my scraps for this up into 2.5-inch strips, and that'd be fun to do the eyeball, Sandra. I like that idea. That's cute.
Well, that way you can have both sides, so people can see what you're talking about, where one looks evil and one doesn't.
Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't, with good conscience, move forward with it per the pattern's directions. And I'm not one to tweak a pattern because I didn't write it and they knew better. But it was just creeping me out just a tad. So I couldn't do it. So this is going to be like right here. So I need to fold it over. I want to make sure I've got it at the right angle. And for right now, I'm just going to hold it and pull all these other pins and make sure I've got them all out. And now the fun pinning begins. So I'll try to read a little bit. Let me see. That is so you, Donna. What are you talking about, babe? Courtney. That sounds pretty. I was thinking green tropical. Absolutely. Dorlandale, Bargella top is now done. Oh my goodness. Deciding, sashing, and backing. Hooray. I am so proud of you, sweetheart. Would you please post that in our group? I would love to see it. That is going to look amazing. So, can you lay this up there for a second and take some of the weight off for me while I pin it? If I don't line it up, it's not going to come out right. So now the weight of it, I needed to call in reinforcements until I can get this pinning done. God bless Joe's all I got. And this is where I was telling you, if you don't get them lined up right the first time, you will be going back and pinning or trying to piece in with a few seams or whatever, whether it's a whip stitch or whatever. It's really important you take the weight off as you're pinning it in. And you're got a little bump there at number 69. Thank you, sweetheart. Get me some more clips. And I would rather overpin here because this is going to get jerked around as we're seaming it in. So pin heavy because you're going to, like I said, be pulling and lugging. This is quite heavy. And I'm probably pinning about every 3 or 4 inches. Overkill, probably. All right. This is where, hey, Sandra K, this is where I need a feeder to feed it through the machine. I know that's not what you've been. I thought it'd be cute. And I'm dropping my needle. That way, if I've got to take a break from it for a second, it's not going to shift on me. And it's going to catch everywhere on everything that you have. So just take your time. This is your heaviest seam. And you don't want it to be all wonky. So stay on your 1/4 inch seam allowance all the way up. I have to learn how to figure out how to do pictures and paste. Jorlyn, it's really simple, sweetheart. If you've got an iPad or your cell phone, just snap a picture of it and you can put it in my messenger and then I'll post it for you, sweetheart. I cannot wait to see it. You have done such an amazing job. sorry, I'm not chatting, but I'm trying to keep my seams lined up. And your paper is going to get all askew here and shift and move around, but that's okay as long as you're keeping your 1/4 of an inch. And just remember, all this paper is going to come off, and then you get to press everything down and make sure as you're going over each and every seam along the way that you haven't missed something or something's a little loose and you're not happy with it. Then's the time to fix it.
We're trying to see who's going to win the battle, Donna or the lion.
Do what?
Looks like you're wrestling with your lion.
I am, and I'm trying to shove it out the way. And I'm on the home stretch. I've got like 30 more inches. But it's quite heavy when you're doing it yourself. But once I drop the needle, it's taking the weight off of it a little bit.
And Dora Lynn said thanks.
You're welcome, sweetheart. Holy Toledo, guess who just won bobbin chicken? I am not kidding. Look,
Wow.
that was close. I didn't even think to check.
Don't you love when that happens?
Oh, I'm in heaven. If I'd had to go back down over that whole seam, I think I'd have done screamed. So let me drop a fresh bobbin down in. That I call that a win kind of day. Love it.
And Teresa McBrayer, Donna, you're almost finished with your lion? Question mark.
Almost here in a few minutes. I'll be able to show you how far I've made it. But yet it's still not done. I can tell you because I've got to pick out all the paper. Let me get a swig of tonic because I just wrestled with the lion. Oh my goodness, holy. Let me put the pattern back in the packet because Lord knows I don't want to get that all messed up. So let's see how this old booger turned out. Make sure all my seams are in before I go getting coffee and try to show it. Get this booger back. My floor looks like confetti, ladies. Hey, ready?
Mine too.
You ready?
Oh, wow. That looks so good.
Way to go, Donna.
Yeah, you need to take a screenshot of it or something because I want to be able to send it to Becca. All right, hold on.
I like the eyes.
Do you like the way I did them?
I do.
So let's see if I can get this little booger hung back up there. So he can taunt me till tomorrow.
They're saying, oh, pretty, gorgeous. Wow, you've been going to town. Looks absolutely beautiful. Congratulations, Donna, from Karen.
Thank you.
Donna, absolutely gorgeous from Teresa. Amy's was oh so pretty, and Heather's was gorgeous. June Hanson, awesome. Julie Quilts is beautiful.
Whew. When I say I wrestled a lion tonight, you'll know I really did. I am honestly, I like that. I'm really impressed with it. That's my biggest FPP that I've ever done. And it's been a blessing and a blast all in one. My first one was Clifford, and I thought that was like way out of my zone. So give me 1 second. I'm going to grab Clifford for you and show you the difference. Beth wrote this and it drove me batty, and I swear it took me weeks to figure it out.
Isn't
And I
cute?
thought this fella was going to kill me.
Look
And
how far
until I
you've
look at
come.
this and I look at where I am today, and I'm just like, I really thoroughly enjoy FPP. And I'm just having a blast with it. I can't wait to get back to my lion. You are going to love it, Patty, and I'm here for you, and so is Courtney. Where did you get the pattern? Beverly, I'm going to send you the link now. Just copy and paste it and save it in your phone. And you'll thank me. That lion, I'm telling you what, it challenged me to the point of where the colors were, per se. Like the placements and things, because I would tear it apart and redo. But it was just my OCD a little bit, because I was like, oh, I can do this, or I need to do this, or I didn't like the eyes because they creeped me out. And normally I would never say anything, but I didn't do the eyes the way the pattern has them. Courtney, I've got Beverly. I just gave her the link, but thank you, sweetheart. Beverly, I just dropped the link, copy and paste it, sweetheart.
It's on sale tonight.
Yes, it is. They're regular, like anywhere from 29 to 36, but they've got them for $19.99 tonight. So I call that a win-win. And I really am. I think I might just keep my hat on all my lives. I do like that because it's true. I have a lot of bad hair days right now. More bad hair days than good. And it kind of like, I don't know. I'm digging it. So, babe, do you like that? I think it turned out really cute. So, ladies, how's your projects coming along tonight? Shelly, I love you, girl. You got more guts than I do.
It's going. It's going. Slowly but surely.
You got this.
I don't like working with different kinds of fabric like this. Give me quilt and cotton every day.
Oh, I forgot I was going to show my fabric for the elephant. That's what I was going to do. This is the, okay. I made myself a lot of notes because that's just what I do. Oh my, Donna, you're beautiful without the hat. Oh no. You are all done the lion. I'm not done, babe. it's all pieced. So while you're piecing yours tomorrow night, when we come together, I'll be picking paper and checking seams. So we are still in it. Nobody's done. So as you can see, this is going to be the next project, and it's going to be stinking adorable. So this is your color palette that they recommend. You do not have to do it by their directions. I'm going to call it a night, y'all. Have to be up early. Good night. Good night, Heather, and thank you for joining, honey. I greatly appreciate it. You're
Good night,
welcome,
Heather.
Beverly. So I'm going to show you my selections, but they're not in any particular order. I had the dear hubby take me to a store I didn't know existed around me today. So we went to Hobby Lobby. And I got this.
I love grunge.
I'm just like, it's gonna look that rustic, you know what I mean? And you couldn't go wrong at $3.99 a yard for this.
No.
And there's a couple places that you can see on the pattern, this will come in like on the trunk where it's calling for it. Then this will be the darkness for the ears, like down in here where it's showing. And I think that's gonna look like the gray, black undertone.
Right. And shadows.
And like this has that shiitake green is what it's called. And actually, this is shiitake. Now is that, it's on the label. So that's gonna be cute. And then this is as close to bone as I could find. And that's gonna be for the tusk. And I'm trying to decide what I'm gonna do with the toenail colors because I am gonna do something. And then for the white, it's got some white up in here. I was thinking maybe a little bit of this to just get it to where it looks like that, or because a girl can never have too much selections. You just, you know, which one was it? This, I went for the stripes that's in right here. So I thought, how fitting.
Yeah.
Because I really want it to look as close as possible. Then, wait a minute. Which one is it? I want to make sure I got it right.
Did you take your pattern with you?
Yeah, Joe took a picture of it while I was at the hospital this morning. He took a picture, and then we took the picture of this with the front, and we're literally going down the fabric out, going like this, getting as close as we could. Then I would pull the labels and try to read them. And that's my color selections. Oh, that helps. They give a color palette. Great. Absolutely. This has got a little bit of a glare, Julie. So hold on. Let me pull this out. This might take the glare off. And it gives you your color palette just as examples. And I'm not worried about giving the fabric requirements. I'm really not. Because if you're going to be interested in buying the pattern, you got to know how much fabric you're going to need. Now, one thing Courtney did tell me, and it's really important that you listen, go up at least a fourth. Like if I'm going to give an example, say, let me just pick one. Like the trunk and the hind legs here, it says by a yard. I bought it 1.5 yards. I went up an extra 1/2 yard because there is a little bit of waste. This is your true measurement. So I would go up at least a fourth or a 1/2 yard for each one. Donna, do a bright multicolored for the toes, pedicures for an elephant. I know, right? I will do the elephant since my great grandson's nursery will be all elephants. How cool, Beverly. This is going to be fun. And you don't have to be home sewing it alone. What I do is open my channel up when we're doing big projects like this. You are welcome to come on the lives, or you can message me and we can do private Zooms if you get hung up on something. But realize this pattern, I have never done either. So we're going to be learning it together. And that's what I like about this. The pattern, Courtney has taught me, and it's in the directions, that you do have to copy all these. And it says so on the back of the directions, and I'm going to read it to you really quick. Hello, this is a template packet for the elephant abstract quilt pattern. Please be diligent in reading all the directions before copying or printing your templates. Copy each page needed dark enough settings so you're going to capture all these little backgrounds, because that's where, if you don't get those backgrounds, it's going to really mess you up. Print on 11 by 17 ledger size paper. When printing from PDF, ensure the settings include not scale, but page scale. So that's really important. I will be there too, so I can help with any questions you have anytime. That's what I'm saying, Courtney. When printing in a region where ledger is not standard, print at A3 at 94%. So that's out of the United States. Using a color sheet to design your own palette. If you choose to change up your colors, they give you this color sheet so that you can color it in with whatever your fabric selection's going to be. And they give you ample opportunity. The same icons per se that we're using on the back of this matches your color palette. So if you're doing a different color, exactly what this says here with these colors dead center is the same thing. Like, say, I'm going to use Sandra as the example. She's going to color hers as close to what she wants. Each of these, she's going to color what, like, say she colors the trunk purple with green trim. She's going to find those icons right here, and she's going to color purple and green trim. That way, as she's pulling her fabric for that piece, she'll never have to go back to this and look, because she's already going to have it marked out. Does that make sense? So it's going to be just fun and easy. And my blue, I'm going to show you the blue on this, but it really breaks down on the inside how you do it when you're piecing a project. Like, it looks like the trunk's going to be where we're going to start. So how cool is that? It's going to get you 1 through 17. So I can tell you right up front, night 1, we're going to build the trunk. And then I'll tell you each night, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm telling you, 6 weeks we can have this done. And you're just building it out. And it's going to tell you how to do it. But night 1 will definitely be the trunk. And over the course of the next few weeks, I'll be coming on and telling you what you need to start doing and getting ready for this. But first thing first, you don't want to ruin your pattern. You're going to want to make your photocopy. And it's really important to do that. And then if you're changing your colors, do your color palette. Do your color sheet over the next week or so. That'll tell you what you want. Then go pick your pattern, pick your colors as close to whatever your color sheet is or however you want. I'm doing mine as close to this as I can. And then I'm not doing this yellow mustard. I'm doing, I had Joe pick this. So it's going to look like the elephants walking through like this daylight, you know what I mean? So we picked this. So that's the only change I'm making. All my colors are pretty well exactly as the pattern says, except for that I don't like the yellow. Mouthful. Freezer paper. Make sure you buy some freezer paper. I haven't counted the pages in this, but you need to cut it 11 by 17. Then Courtney and I'll come together prior to doing this. I want to get through my retreat, and then I'll circle back and say, okay, it's time. Let's start sitting up, and we're going to start showing you how to do your templates. And over like a 3 or 4 week period, if you do a few a day, you've got it. And they'll all be cut out and ready to go. You will want to put a clip on them and put them in stacks of 10. That way you're going to be able to stay in order as you work the project. And I don't think if I can do it, anybody can. Let me put it that way. It's been fun. Thank you so much for going over all this. This helps a lot. I'm feeling more confident now. Absolutely. And I will be here to help you through each and every step. There's questions. All you can do is ask. There's no question that's dumb, because I'm learning right along with you. This is a team effort, and that's how us quilters learn from each other.
Amen.
And Courtney, she'll be back with us tomorrow night. She'll be sewing in the last, I believe she's got this section like I had tonight to finish. So while she's doing that, I'm going to be starting to rip my paper and showing you how to do that. And then I'll be checking all my seams and reading the chat while she's sewing along. But like I said, it'll be a late start tomorrow night because I have a meeting first and I can't leave the meeting. Sorry, I forgot the date. It's going to be the first Friday in January. But I'll be posting all this on my community tab as well as announcing it. And it'll run Fridays and Saturdays for the entirety of the project. Everybody will be sewing at their own pace. I did push through this one strictly because Thanksgiving and Christmas, and my goal is to have the paper off. I want to get it really, I want to check these seams. I want to make sure I've got all my ducks in a row per se, how I want it to turn out. And Courtney will be dropping little tidbits along the way as well for her subscribers to say, okay, we're going to be doing this. This is what you need. But the patterns are very, very easy reads. I recommend if you're going out to buy fabric, you don't need top of the line fabric. You don't need to spend $500-600 on quilt fabric. This elephant with what we bought today, and that's, I bought it Hobby Lobby. I could pull the slip. I don't think I have 35 bucks in it. I can't make a quilt for 35 bucks. You get to keep the pattern when you're done because you're doing tracing on the freezer paper. I'm going to try something on my end before I walk you through on the freezer paper, and Courtney does over on her end. But I'm going to try running it through my copier 1 page at a time because a friend of mine did it and she said it worked great. So we're going to try it on my end to see if my setup here will allow that. If it does, then I'll do it 1 page at a time and it'll save me a little bit of time. But we're all going to be doing the trace outs. We're going to cut out. We're going to organize them into our stacks. We're going to have our colors. A friend of Courtney's also taught her or spoke to her. I'm not sure Courtney has done it yet or has ever done it, but cutting out some of her fabric based on the template size. I don't know if she's going to do that for the entire process of her quilts, but we're just going to come together and we're going to have, like we do do on any of these projects, I'll meet up with you as a week or two before and say, okay, A, B, and C, we got to get this done first. Pick your pattern. We're doing the elephant. Pick your fabric. Color your color sheet if you're not already doing that. Pick however shading you want, whatever. Snap a picture of it. Snap a picture of your fabric requirements. Pull from your stash before you go shopping, because you don't have to find it in a fabric store. 90% can be bought, or you've already bought it, from your stash. And I'm all about saving. So I think that's it for the night. I've kept y'all almost 2 hours. I'm going to try that when we're on a break to see if that really works. I understand, Courtney. We're going to try a couple different techniques. I have not tried something, and one of Courtney's friends has, so she's going to let me know if it works. I've talked to several other FPPers, and everything that I'm telling you and we're working on is right on track, and we can do this together. Yeah, remember, you always cut out your fabric a little bigger than what it calls for, so you have plenty of fabric to work with. Absolutely. Good night, June, and thank you, baby girl, for coming. Karen, thank you, and good night, and we'll see everybody tomorrow night. Now, remember, I have a 9 o'clock meeting, so we're going to be a little bit delayed because I need to be in this meeting. It's really important about our 12 days of Quiltmas. But as soon as that meeting wraps up, Joe give you a few minutes to rally on, and we'll get on with Courtney, and we're going to knock this project out. So you guys take care. God bless, and we'll see you back tomorrow night. It'll be probably more like 10:30, 11 when we get a start. We'll have to run a little bit longer, but we got all night to gab, right? So I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Take care. God bless.
Night.